All right, talking about the second page of your handout here. So I'm just going to talk to the design and what's kind of going on, different components. Ask me a question at any time. We're gaining 11 feet of green space here, and it'll be parallel parking along here. So this, from the fence out, widens significantly. It's really what makes this project possible. Challenge number one is this is one of those high spaces, high elevations that I mentioned back in the Mark's garage there, where over by the fence, it's about 5 feet higher than down here. So this is the first place we're going to use our wonderful stone abutment blocks that we salvaged, 2 or 3 years ago. And they are the gray polygons, gray rectangles that you see here. So we're using the abutment blocks as a retaining wall to level this space out. Through the middle of it, about where I'm standing, will be a walkway. It's going to go straight up, all the way up to the first crosswalk over in front of Concordia Care there. And then this walk, starting from basically where I am, is going to go on a constant slow decline, very consistent decline, all the way down to the Concordia Care crosswalk. Flanking that walk will be the existing junipers. We'll do infill of trees, and on this side, a row of a tree species that we haven't specified yet. So we're going to create an alley, a really strong alley, which is basically a straight path with trees on each side, canopy overhead, so you have a lot of shadow and sun patterns on the walkway all the way down. Over along the fence over there, we're going to jump up with another layer of abutment blocks. That's this here. This is that path I just mentioned, the kind of sandy colored rectangle. This is the new trees. These white circles are existing trees that we're going to most likely keep as many of those we can. These are evergreen, columnar evergreen trees. So that space up that seating area is going to be enclosed. It's going to function as a room. And you're going to walk through into the room from the sidewalk, and then you're going to leave the room here and go down the alley. We're going to have a series of these spaces throughout the whole thing. Every space is going to be different, a different theme, different feel, different character. So this is a very sort of geometric square space. We'll have a couple flowering trees in there. You'll sit under the flowering trees. It'll be an overlook, sort of a protected overlook to Lawrence if you're sitting in there. Because one of the things we're striving for that Mark's section of the Parkway has right now is barrier-free access, and I'm a very strong believer in that. So that means, if you've got if you're pushing a stroller, if you're wheeling a bike, if you have trouble getting up and down steps, they're an issue. They're a barrier. So this whole design is barrier-free. So it'll be a multi-level space actually. And the conifers, as I said before, enclose it. They carry to the walls of the space. Yeah, and you'll feel sheltered, protected, not sitting in the middle of everything when you're being enclosed by nature. Yeah. Okay, and then when you get to about here, you start walking down the long alley. So